Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of Fields to Fortune. I'm the FM Novice. Join me as a manager of the Novice Academy as I try and get my way all the way from the Mid Wales Football League Division 2 to the Welsh Premier League and eventually to win the Champions League. As you can see from the screen, the season has not gone well. We have one game left to play. We are bottom of the table, and it has been a massive struggle. The board are incredibly unhappy with me, but fortunately, I'm unsackable, so I'm not going to lose my job, but it's going to be a difficult challenge. League positions have fallen off the cliff after a fairly nice start. We last spoke at Christmas. It was the Dolgellau game. We drew 2-2 for last-minute winner, and from then, results have been inconsistent. Draw, lose, win, lose, draw, lose, lose, win, lose, draw, draw. So I'm using a tactic that YouTuber DLC Dave also uses for his extremely good series of Phoenix Sports, The Rise of the Phoenix, which I'm very much enjoying watching. He's doing something similar where he's got regens that's coming through his youth academy, and he's going from the Eastman League, and he's just about got promoted to the Conference National in the last episode I watched. So he's doing really, really well, and I'm hoping to emulate what he's done. So I have used his tactic. It's a downloaded tactic from the FM base, which I'll put the link in the description below. I've always wanted to say that in the YouTube video, but now I have. So in essence, it's a 4-2-3-1 formation with inverted wing backs. The biggest problem I've got is I don't quite have the players to do it at the moment. Look at that morale, it's amazing at the moment. So I'm training all these players up. So eventually we'll get to a point where we actually are used to the tactic and we do it quite well. There's always a big debate around downloaded tactics. I am doing this as a hobby, this creation piece. I'm not very good at this game. I don't have a huge amount of time to try and learn. So my cop out is I want to enjoy this, and that's why I will use downloaded tactics. If you're not a fan of downloaded tactics and you think it's wrong, then sorry, move along. Probably nothing for you to see here, but if you do enjoy a guy bumbling around Football Manager, not really doing that well, then by all means carry on. I generally find with the level of football I'm managing on, most of the downloaded tactics, which are set for all the big clubs in Europe, don't really work at this level of football. So it's kind of, there's no guarantee that it'll actually work. I've used this tactic now for 2 games. I've got a 2-2 draw and a 0-0 draw. So it's positive. So I think I've rambled about tactics enough at the moment. We've had we've had 2 transfers out, and both of them have been to key players, and I didn't have much choice in the matter. Danny Bowen, our keeper, he had a contract offer from Gresford, and about 10 minutes later it was announced he'd signed a contract offer with Gresford. There must have been some sort of tapping up there, but he has moved on a free transfer. He was first or second choice keeper, really well thought of by my very poor coaches, but he's gone. He's moved on. We've also lost our captain. He hated me by the end. If you've ever done a Youth Academy challenge, you will know that Regen Day is your Christmas. So we've had Regen Day and we've had a number of players come in. I won't go through all of them, but I'll just pick out the best of the bunch. Taylor Quick is 16-year-old goalkeeper. He is now my second choice keeper and he will make his debut today. Looks to be relatively okay, good fitness, nice reflexes. We're never going to get that good keepers at this level, but 16-year-old, 1.5 star useful, 4-star potential. I think there's something to work with there. Craig Dunphy is my new captain, not that he's very happy about it. Leadership 13, decision 13, very brave, can jump quite a bit. Technically, fairly poor, but mentally strong, physically decent. I like this guy. He's going to be part of my team, hopefully, for a few years to go. I have given a few players contracts now. So instead of being amateurs or non-contract, I do have 3 players who have now signed proper contracts, and a number of my younger players have signed pre-contract agreements. So Reese, Stephen Watkins and Robin Needs have all signed contracts at the end of next season on £110 a week, which does seem quite excessive. So it is game day today. It's our last game of the season. The squad is not my strongest squad today. I'm giving debuts to Taylor Quick and Craig Dunphy. Very much looking towards next season. So I could pick a stronger side, but I want to blood them in, get them used to playing. I have set up for next season already quite a few pre-season friendlies, all of them at home, all again against bigger teams. Purely from a financial point of view, I want to get as much money in as possible. Friendlies are the biggest way of me doing that, and it gives me a chance to test myself against higher graded opposition. What I don't want to do is go through pre-season beating loads of rubbish teams, come to the first game of the season, and then start to struggle. I want to know if I'm on the right track in pre-season. That's the theory anyway. As mentioned earlier, I have my new tactic. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation. Today I'm going to have Taylor Quick in goal. I always think of Taylor Swift when I hear his name. Similar, but there we go. Probably tells you more than I want you to know about me, but there we go. Lee Francis, left back. Centre halves are Craig Dunphy and Reese with Jason Shannon at right back. In the midfield are my 2 heroes, David Harris and Robin Needs. Those 2 guys have been very consistent all season. Dale Saunders on the right wing and Jacob Haley in the middle with Mason Lloyd on the left. Those 3 are learning the roles at the moment. I've got real depth of talent, a real lack of talent in the attacking midfielder role. Got Jacob Haley and pretty much no one else at the moment. So that is my weakest area. Got Eric Coulson up front. I think he's probably my best striker. I do have relatively high hopes for Ed Malon, who's a 15-year-old regen who's just come through in the recent. He's my recent acquisition. Really nice physicals for this level. Technically, not great. So I am actually training him to be a complete forward at the moment, which hopefully will improve some of those. But he looks like he's a big unit, 6'4", good in the air. Not very ambitious, so he's probably not going to push himself much, but I'll take what I can get at this level. We are starting to get fairly familiar with the tactic, because I have been training a 4-2-3-1 throughout the season. And at the moment, my training is match preparation, is match tactics, and team cohesion on very high. Again, annoying the players, but I need to get this tactic bedded in as quickly as possible. I'm taking the stance of my players hate me, so there's no point trying to make them happy until I get into next season, where I can start to win some games hopefully, and the morale will hopefully improve. That's probably the best the morale's been at a squad point up until this point. There's no abysmals in there. I'll take that at this stage. I really will. So, on to the game. We're playing Borth today. So we could potentially finish 13th, which would be I think would be a good achievement for us. The board won't see it that way, but what can you do? And we're off. And stars, they're off. I think I'll set everything up properly. Head it. And away. Dunphy brings the ball away. Nice long ball, and we move on. Free kick. Nice ball. Good header, good header. Saunders, what can he do? I'm going to break. Let's pull into no one, but Haley picks it up back to Saunders. Into Coulson. Coulson is dispossessed, and they knock it long. And Quick comes out of his area and picks the ball up. Tries to find Lloyd, does find Lloyd. Francis now into Harris. Dave Harris on the ball, into Eric Coulson. Nice interplay between Harris and Coulson. Reese picks it up into Francis and out of the box, Lloyd Coulson, and it's 1-0. Eric Coulson, 4th goal of the season. Nice build-up play, nice movement by Coulson, and we take an early lead. I've got high hopes for this tactic. I think it might give us something with inferior players. my DLC debuts is that he's got some really good players and he's pretty much winning every week. So that is the aim. Happy with that. Players look happy. I'm happy. It's all going all right. Not going to make any changes. Let's just see how it goes. We haven't won with this tactic yet. We've had a couple of draws. There's really not very much happening in this game at the moment, but I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to bring on young Mail. I want to say it's Mail. Mael. Nichols is coming on. One of my regens to make his debut. I say one of my regions, they're all blooming regions. One of my new intake is going to make his debut today. He is seen as captain material. Can I actually see him? Yeah. There we go. He's seen as my best choice for captain, leadership 14. I don't know if he will be any good, but I want to give him a chance. And I'm also going to bring on my 15-year-old striker, Ed Malin, as well. Both making their debuts. So they've got a goal kick. Lewis takes it, knocks it long. Good header by Francis, but the ball drops to Bath. And good interception by Francis. Plays into Nichols. Nichols' first chance to do something. And he gets tackled and intercepted, but we win the ball back with David Harris. David Harris knocks into Malon. Malon holds it up well. And that is a superb finish. What a way to introduce yourself to the team. Ed Malon, take a bow, son. That is superb catch-up play and a fantastic finish. That's pretty damn decent, if I do say so myself. Final change. Debating whether to bring Josh Sullivan Herneman on, but I've already given him his debut for this season. So a couple of nice attributes towards the bottom there. Teamwork, vision and work rate. Quite aggressive as well. I like the natural fitness though. Or Matthew Willis. Good pass. It's 11 passing at this level. That's fantastic. I'm going to give Matt Willis a debut. A nod to Robin Needs as he finishes the season. I will do a little season review at the end of this as well, but I'm very happy with how this game has gone. Every time I've done a live com, we've won. Perhaps I should do a live com every week. Full time, 2-0. Winners, but it was a poor match apparently. I don't care, we've won. But we do finish bottom of the table because Pristine won as well. I think I'll do some shameless advertising before we move on. At FM Novice is my Twitter handle. Currently got 63 followers. If you're on Twitter, come along, say hi, join the club. And £300 has been paid out to my squad. Enjoy that. It's a night out in Cardiff, that is. Season started well. First 4 games. Ended alright. 3 games unbeaten. Just nothing said about the bit in the middle. I even tried to play some friendlies to get a bit of morale boosting. We lost 1-5-1. This is the important bit. Player of the season, Stuart Sullivan. My striker. 4 goals on his debut. Offered so much potential, but in the end, goal every 2 games, 24 games, 12 goals. He did alright. He doesn't like me, but he has been offered a new contract, actually paid contract, so we'll see if he does accept that. I'm just thinking about training him to be an attacking midfielder. If you look at those attributes, there isn't a lot there to work with, but I haven't got many attacking midfielders, and he's not really, I think, going to be good enough to be my main striker. But I want to keep him in the squad if I can. So he's a number of players I'm moving to an advanced playmaker or attacking midfielder role. We'll see how he develops. Goal of the season. Goal of the season was this cracker from Jacob Haley. I don't remember this one. He picks up the ball there and he absolutely smashes it into the back of the net. To be honest, I think there's 2 or 3 that could have been very similar to that one. The one you've just seen Ed Malin score, for me, would have been up there. But that's a 1-1 draw against the team that won the league. In terms of stats, top scorer Stuart Sullivan. Yeah, Stuart Sullivan actually highest rating. So there's a consistency in there. Stuart Sullivan had a very good season, so perhaps he does earn his right to be player of the year. We were expected to finish in the top half of the table, but fell well short. Thank you 442, as if you would care. And I've been linked to another job from joe.ie. I think they're web-based. I don't know. Just denial knowledge of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll end it there. That is season 1 done for the Novice Academy. It was a very disappointing season. It promised quite a bit, but it never delivered into absolutely anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play on, because that's what we do in these situations. I'm British, we get on with it and just ignore the facts that we're rubbish and just cry and try and waffle nonsense. Next time you'll see me, we'll have finished pre-season. We'll have played a number of games. We'll be playing the mighty Hereford, the team I do support, so apologies for that. You'll join me on the first game of the season. There'll be a live com for that one. I'll talk you through the signings, which there won't be any. I'll talk you through the players that all have left. Hopefully, there won't be any, but we'll see. As I say, that's it for today. If you've enjoyed, please do press that like button. Please do subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the Football Manager Novice. You've been my audience. I'll see you again soon.